The Denver Broncos have a big problem despite being 8-2 on the season. And his name is Bo Nix. Welcome to Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. Appreciate everybody for tuning in here on a Friday. I didn't do our normal late night Thursday night football reaction for a couple of reasons. One, that game was atrocious as the Broncos beat the Raiders 10-7. And two, it's been a long week. Got to be honest. My son's been sick. My wife's been sick. I just took the night off. I watched this atrocity of a game, and I said, you know what, I'll do a video tomorrow. There's no reason to spend time on the Raiders. They're a mess. Denver's a good team, but they're a good team with a big problem. And that problem right now is Bo Nix. We'll get into it here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. We are closing in on 14,000 subscribers. If you want free and daily NFL and college football content, we are the channel for you. So lock us in. I don't know what it is, but Bo Nix just looks bad, man. I don't want to oversimplify it, but everything he's doing is poor. He's late on throws. He's skipping throws. The footwork is just awful. You know, he's kind of lazy with his mechanics. He throws off his back foot a lot of sidearm, and it's like, okay, you got a good arm. You don't have a Mahomes arm. You don't have a Josh Allen arm. You don't have a Caleb Williams arm. You don't have a Drake May arm. You have a good NFL arm. Sure, you can sidearm little screens and slants sometimes here and there, but when you are having consistent accuracy issues, you got to lock in on the fundamentals. And Bo Nix, it just does not look comfortable. I think his confidence is shot. His on-field interview after the game, like you could tell, he was like, you know, it almost looked like he was just he in shambles, even though they won the game. And I look at this team right now, and I look at Denver, and I'm like, they got everything you want. They got a good coach in Sean Payton. You could debate how good he is. I think he's good. They have an excellent defensive coordinator in Vance Joseph. Their defense, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is awesome. Their offensive line is good. They have two good running backs. Their receivers aren't incredible, but Courtland Sutton's a good player, and they have some nice complementary pieces. You could certainly have worse. So what's the issue? Other than their punter apparently sucks. I don't know if that was a one-off last night. I know it was windy, but geez. So what's the issue? It's Bo Nix. Bo Nix is just not playing well enough. If he was just playing like he was last year, which I think as you look at the raw numbers, his stats were certainly a little inflated a year ago. I don't think he played as well as the stats would say, but he had a solid rookie year. If he was just playing like last year, just like solid top 18, top 20 QB in the NFL, this team would be a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Like, hey, if our quarterback plays like a top 15 guy, we got a shot every single week in the playoffs with this defense, with the way we can run the football and lean on our offensive line. The way Bo Nix is playing right now, you're not going to – at most you'll win one playoff game, and that's if you get the right matchup. I don't care what their record is. This team's got a lot of issues, and it's because the quarterback is all over the place. I mean, 10-7 over the Raiders last night. They easily should have lost that game. And this isn't the first time. This is not the first time. They've had several close calls this year. Just going through the schedule. Their best win at Philly, 21-17, really nice win. And Bo Nix actually played well in that game, so you give him credit. But the next week, what happens? They go to London, and they beat the Jets 13-11. The winless Jets at the time. A game they should have lost. They beat the Giants 33-32, where Nix, to his credit, goes nuclear in the fourth quarter. They were scoreless through three quarters. Scoreless against the Giants. They don't have a good defense against the Giants. They crushed Dallas. Nice performance there. They barely beat the Texans with Davis Mills for the majority of that game. And then last night, they beat the Raiders 10-7. I mean, they could easily be 4-6, 5-5, and credit where credit's due. They have found a way to win games. And at times, Bo Nix has been brilliant in the fourth quarter. But in a playoff game, you can't not show up for three quarters and expect to save the day in the fourth. Even last night, it's not like, oh, well, he was bad, and then in the fourth quarter, he made some plays to win. No, the Raiders just couldn't figure it out. They missed a field goal to tie the game, and the Broncos' defense was just suffocating. How many possessions last night did the Raiders start at midfield or better, and they came away with 0 points? It's like 4 or 5 times. If the Raiders just kicked a couple field goals on those, they would have won this game. Really, really shaky performance from Denver. and from Bo Nix. And if this was a one-off, short week, divisional opponent, really windy weather, I'd be like, okay, it's like half their games, though. It's like half their games, they just fart around and Bo Nix can't figure it out. They didn't have a first down until like the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. They couldn't get a first down. It's just like, my goodness, man. I don't know. It feels like Sean Payton is calling plays around Bo Nix. Like he's calling that double reverse pass on 3rd and 1 because he's trying to like steal a touchdown because he's not confident in his quarterback. You can't win high level games like this. They're 8-2. They're going to be in the playoffs. They might even win the division, although they played the Chiefs twice still. I don't see how they beat the Chiefs playing like this, but we'll see. Every game's individual. You never know. I don't care what their record is. If Bo Nix isn't playing a much better, if he's not playing notably better, they will not win more than one playoff game. And if you're a Broncos fan, it's kind of a shame because this defense is unbelievable. They have dudes everywhere. Nick Benito should win DPOY. Talanoa Hufanga has been phenomenal. They have like 4 other good defensive linemen. Their corners, and they're not even playing with Pat Surtain right now. Wait till he comes back. They have 46 sacks on the season. 46 sacks. This defense is an absolute juggernaut, but their quarterback is playing well below average. Again, he doesn't even need to be better than he was last year. If he was just kind of like distributing the ball, generating explosives every once in a while, he can't throw the ball downfield. Saw a chart yesterday. He has left like 700-something passing yards on the table this year because he can't hit downfield throws. He's like 24% on throws longer than 20 yards this year. And now, the one thing you always said about him, well, quick game underneath, that accuracy, it's not there. He's skipping balls into the flat. He's missing drag routes. Just not good, man. You know, everybody last night is like, oh, Troy Franklin's going to catch that. I know it's a little behind him. I don't think he was throwing that to Troy Franklin. I think he was throwing that to Pat Bryant on the slant underneath, and, you know, maybe those two guys, maybe someone ran a route incorrectly. They shouldn't have been that close. And sure, you would like Troy Franklin to still squeeze it, but I don't think that ball was intended for Troy Franklin. I think he airmailed Pat Bryant. So I'm not trying to pick at Bo Nix. I'm just we can compare all these second-year quarterbacks, and maybe it's unfair, but the reality is he is on a team ready to win right now. This was kind of the J.J. McCarthy conundrum. Like, do you keep Sam Darnold? Do you turn to J.J. McCarthy? And time will tell what was the right and what was the wrong move. I know Seattle's happy Sam Darnold got cut loose, but Denver, fair or not, they're ready to win right now. And Bo Nix is not playing like a guy who can lead a team to winning right now at the highest level. Broncos fans in the comments, you guys can scream at me, and we're 8-2. We're finding a way. Okay. Let's see what happens in the playoffs. You go up against Josh Allen again, just like last year. What do you think is going to happen? You go up against Mahomes. You already lost to Daniel Jones and the Colts this year. Like, I just don't think this team can win big with Bo Nix currently. He's a second-year player. He can improve a lot. Things can change. But he has regressed dramatically. I mean, let's just revisit those numbers. Completion percentage. It's like 5.5 points down. Yards per game, down. Touchdown interception ratio is actually still pretty good, but still not quite as good as last year. Passer rating down almost 10 points. And listen, QB development isn't linear. Jaden Daniels wasn't playing as well this year before all the injuries. So, like, it's not like you have to necessarily take a jump from year 1 to year 2 if you're kind of ahead of schedule in year 1. I get that, but you can't regress this badly, especially when the team around you is better. Like, they only added this offseason. He didn't lose anything. Like, they added pieces. Their defense is even better. Like, their defense is giving you possession after possession after possession. It's like, if this team and I know they're averaging 23 a week, but if they just consistently were in the early 20s, not like random 40-point outburst against shitty Dallas, if they were just like, hey, consistently we'll score 20 to 24 points, they would win a lot of games. But you're scoring 13 points against the Jets. You're scoring 10 points against the Raiders. You're scoreless in 3 quarters against the Giants before they collapse and you make some plays. That doesn't translate to the postseason. It just doesn't. So I think they got a Bo Nix issue. I think they've got 7 games, 8 weeks to figure this out. And if they don't, yes, again, they're going to be in the playoffs. But how far can they realistically go? I mean, I think the Chiefs, the Bills, if the Ravens make it, I would for sure take all them over the Broncos and probably a few other teams as well in the AFC. They got to fix it. Bo Nix has to get his confidence back. All right, which team do you guys think ends up winning the AFC this year? Go ahead and let us know down in the comment section below. My name is Harrison Graham. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. We'll see you guys next time.